I don't get to eat no beef, all I get to eat is chicken. When I'm all alone and I'm cutting weight, I tend to get in my feelings. And all I want is that cow, don't pass me no chicken. I'm gonna cut all of my weight away, then fuck all this nutrition. Everybody acting suspicious, might probably say that I'm tripping, cause I just ate a whole plate of ribs and I'm fighting in a few minutes. But I got tired of all that rice, got tired of all that spinach, got tired of all them vegetables, cause every time I wake up in the morning I got burgers on my mind. Lettuce, pickles, ketchup, and tomatoes all on mine. And all these pussy niggas hating, but they really want my fries. But I can't let them do it, I got burgers on my mind. Bitch, I got burgers on my mind. 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 Nobody fucking with me, yeah. I'm about to go be Stipe, yeah. Moving up to heavyweight, yeah. And I am destined to be great, yeah. And if you didn't know, they call me DC. And there's no one that you know that can beat me. Yeah, I fought John Jones, but was he clean? I don't think so. What's in that PP? Steroids, cocaine, probably weed. Testosterone, dick, pills, and speed. And shrooms, and pills, and codeine. Goddamn, John turned into a dope fiend. And Stipe's about to turn into a folding chair. When I fold him up, I'ma win 2 belts and hold him up. On my champ shit, Conor knows what's up, little bitch. Astro. My weight is down, got cardio. That's how you already know the snake is here and about to take another motherfucker's belt. Make him feel some shit that he ain't never felt. I tried to warn him. I tried to warn him. Yeah. Give it to him like a give and go. My weight is down, I'm in sicko mode. Hold up, TJ, I'ma shut that shit down. Cause you can't fuck with me at 125 pounds. I just came off a win over the GOAT, Mighty Mouse. Ain't no way you can win, can't nobody stop me now. Give me my belt, I'm gonna stop him in the first round. And if I can't stop him, I'll take him down over and over. Do what I gotta do to win the round. If I gotta wrestle, I'ma get him down and hold him down. If I gotta strike, I'ma punch this nigga in his mouth. If I gotta choke him, I'ma go ahead and choke him out. Either way, I'm about to show him where I'm at, pound for pound. Give me respect, give me my check. January 19th is going down. Yeah, they wishing, they wishing, they wishing, they wishing, they wishing on me. It's Tony time, bitch, I don't care who's fucking with me. Staying away from tiramisu's a struggle for Khabib. You don't wanna fight, you wanna cuddle with me. My elbows are knives and I'ma cut you with these. I don't really give a fuck who's with me. If this fat fuck will make weight's a big mystery. If you were smart, then you would probably pick me. To submit Khabib at UFC 223. To submit Pettis at UFC 229. Tony time. Tony time. I knock out, sometimes I choke. I might be the lightweight GOAT. If my leg didn't get broke, would've probably beat Khabib. Then moved up and fought with Lee. Either wait for GSP. You don't wanna mess with me. Tony time. Tony time. I knock out, sometimes I choke. I might be the lightweight goat.
What is going on, full-time family? It is time to start the show. The sooner the better. We were going to start at 7 o'clock tonight, but we started 30 minutes early, so we'll give the full-time family a little bit of time to get in here. It is Trivia Tuesday, which means it is time to play some UFC Jeopardy. Not prepared this week. Last week, we just tested it out, had a little fun, and it was actually enjoyable, so I figured we would do it again this week on Tuesday today. So that's what today is about. How we're going to do this is if you're in the full-time MMA Discord, you got first dibs if you want to play, and then we'll go to the YouTube chat, and that's how we'll get our contestants. We'll start with just 4 people, so once we get 4 people that want to play, we will start the game. You can see today's categories are going to be UFC. It's going to be the same categories as last week, but I did switch up the questions. So we've got UFC, Bellator, WMMA, MMA history, UFC 237, and UFC Stockholm, which is coming up next weekend. Those are all the categories, and I'm sure most of you know how the game works, but all you do is you pick your category, pick the price. Whoever gets the question correct gets that much money added to their bank, and in the end, whoever's got the most money wins. So, simple enough. Let's pull up the chat, see if we've got any volunteers. Jay Skillz in the building. Jay Skillz, you trying to be one of the contestants? If so, let me know who you want to be. You want to be the orange, the lemon head, the onion head, the watermelon head. You let me know. We got 4 spots open. So first come, first serve tonight. And then we'll shut it down and I'll get back to one of my other jobs, man. I've been YouTube, definitely on the back burner at this point. I've got a full-time job, a really, really good job I just got. And then also just this daily fantasy sports, I'm telling you guys. It's been extremely successful. It allowed me to pay off my payday loan. I won like $1,500 over the span of like 2 days not too long ago. And since then, just been kind of riding it steady. Nothing huge like that. My brother, fucking roommate, won like $3,000 on baseball. And, word to everything. We grew up together. We never watched baseball. He's not a baseball fan. We just kind of went off some, a little bit of knowledge of and whatnot that we do have, and this dude's won 2 tournaments, so it's been extremely successful, and so that's kind of, just the money I've won off of that, is more than I've had probably off of YouTube combined, so that's why, it's really been hard to focus on YouTube a lot lately, especially considering the algorithms and the shadow bans and the notifications not working. It's just not worth it. Seems like YouTube's at a point where they're trying to like go mainstream and promote like the mainstream ESPNs and just the regular CBS and like YouTube TV. Seems like that's what's being promoted. Independent creators is kind of don't have much of an incentive anymore, so kind of been focusing on other aspects. What's going on, Blaze One Sports? Florida Orange, says Jay Skillz. All right, we got Jay Skillz going to be the orange in today's game. Jay Skillz is going to be the Florida Orange. Blaze One Sports, you playing some MMA Jeopardy today? If so, we got 3 more spots open. You can be the orange. You can be the lemon. No, you can't be the orange. But you can be... Is that an orange or a pumpkin? Looks like an orange. You can be the lemon, the onion, or the watermelon. Boo Call Muay Thai, what is going on? Full-time fam in the house. Boo Call Muay Thai, what's going on, brother? He said, yep, all right, Blaze One Sports. Okay, Boo Call says, I'm the onion. All right, we got Boo Call Muay Thai. It's going to be the onion. All right. Orange, onion. 2 more spots left, and we'll get this game underway. Boo Call Muay Thai is the onion. Jay Skillz is the orange. Stamina MC was in the Discord. He said he'll be playing, so if he shows up, he'll definitely get priority. And you guys, if you haven't yet, I put the link in the description. Just join the Discord. It's where even if we're not live, you can just load it up and we can be chatting over there whether I'm live or not. I could be at work, I could be doing something else, and we can still be having a conversation about stuff going on in MMA just through a different website that's not YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So that's what Discord is. It's free. It's just a chat room, essentially, for the full-time family. So join that. Link is in the description. No Filter MMA said, put me in, coach. Uh-oh, we got enough players now. Stoneheart and No Filter MMA look like they're going to round out the roster. Stoneheart is going to be the watermelon. Watermelon for Stoneheart, which leaves Lemonhead for No Filter MMA. Lemon, No Filter MMA. All right, you guys are going to be our 4 contestants. So on today's game, we will have Jay Skillz competing as the orange. We have Bukal Muay Thai as the onion coming in. We've got Stoneheart, watermelon. No Filter MMA is going to be our lemon today. How will we decide who goes first? You know what? First come, first serve. Jay Skillz is going to get to pick our first topic of the day. He was in here first. So with that being said, Jay Skillz, you see all of the Stamina MC is in here. He's got priority. He's already in the Discord. So Stamina MC's got priority. I'm gonna add one more player. That's exactly how we're about to fix this. I should be able to add one player back. Yes. Play now. 5 players. I got you, Stamina. London calling. All right, so we already had onion, lemon, watermelon, and orange. You get to choose, Stamina. Are you going to be banana or are you going to be pineapple? Let me know. You know what? I'm just going to pick one for you since there might be a little bit of a delay. You strike me as more of a pineapple. Stamina's going to be the pineapple. I don't know why that would be, you know, like, what if he took offense? Like, what? Why am I the pineapple? I don't know. It was random, dog. Just leave everyone as they are, but okay, nope, you are in it, Stamina. Now, I would like to eventually, I think actually once I buy the game, there's an app where you actually like buzz in, which would be really cool, but for now, what we did last week, we just did it through the chat. I don't know if everybody has Google Hangouts for this session, so I don't want to like, now guys, now let's take time. Everyone get on your Google Hangouts, you know, and that would probably take 10 to 15 minutes. So we're just going to do it through the chat here. How it's going to work is I'll let first come, first serve. So orange, Jay Skillz is going to get to choose first, the first category and the first prize. And after that, you know, whoever gets the question right, of course, goes next. And if nobody gets it right, we'll just go back to who picked the first question. So with that being said, you guys know how the game's played. We're just going to go through the chat. First, the first person I see answer the question correctly gets the money. On your screen, it might look differently because there's a little bit of a delay. But the first person I see answer the question correctly is going to get the money. Just call me Staminapple. All right, we got Staminapple MC in the building. Stamina app pineapple. Let me just make sure I got everybody wrote down and who they are, so there's no confusion. All right. We've got the watermelon, lemon, and the pineapple for Stamina. All right, guys. With that being said, Jay Skillz, be thinking about what question, what category you want first, because I'm coming to you. UFC History 100. Oh, you are ahead of the game. All right, UFC History for 100. Let's get to the game now. We got UFC History for 100. I guess I should say MMA History. Which UFC Hall of Famer is currently a host on the UFC Unfiltered podcast? Which UFC Hall of Famer is currently a host on the UFC Unfiltered podcast? Looking in the chat, I know this one is something. Someone's going to get this one. The cheaper the question, the easier the question. Which UFC Hall of Famer is currently a host on the UFC Unfiltered podcast? And Stamina MC got it correct. I'm going to give you guys like 5 seconds after the timer, because there's a little bit of a delay, like 5 seconds probably, I would assume, so that way, there's not, you guys still have time. But for me, Stamina MC got it first. Next was Blue Collar Ninja, then No Filter MMA, and that was the order. So Stamina MC, Mr. Pineapple Head, getting the question correct. Stamina MC, you get to choose the next category, next price. Let us know your preference. We've got UFC, we've got Bellator, WMMA, UFC 237, UFC Stockholm. Those are the categories. Stamina MC starting off hot. J Skill said Michael Bisping. That is the Believe You Me podcast, but close. That would be Matt Serra. He hosts with Jim Norton. Stamina MC says UFC for $100. Who is the current UFC light heavyweight champion? Who is the UFC's current light heavyweight champion? Jose L says, what the fuck is y'all doing here, bro? We're playing UFC Jeopardy. Where you been? Who is the UFC's light heavyweight champion? Current light heavyweight champion. No Filter MMA said John Jones. That is correct. Blue Collar Ninja was first, but since he is not a fruit, I will award this to No Filter MMA, Mr. Lemonhead. You get to choose the next category and the next price. Now you're tied with Stamina MC. We've got a two-way tie at the top, but it's still anybody's game. No Filter MMA, you get to choose the category. You get to choose the price. Plays One Sports said Chuck Liddell. Oh, that's funny. No Filter MMA, UFC, Bellator, WMMA, MMA history. He said WMMA for $300, about $350. Okay. Who was the UFC's first ever women's strawweight champion? Who was the UFC's first ever women's strawweight champion? That is 115 pounds. Oh, wait, Alex Trebek doesn't give you motherfuckers any clues. Who was the UFC's first ever women's strawweight champion? No Filter MMA says JJ. You got 5 seconds left. Boo Call Muay Thai coming through, stealing it, saying Cookie Monster. I will give you Cookie Monster. It is Carla Esparza. Stamina MC actually wrote Esparza. If we were being technical with it, I suppose you could say Stamina MC, but I know what you meant, Boo Call. So Onion gets the points with the Cookie Monster. No Filter MMA said JJ. She won the title from Carla Esparza, who got the title from, she won tough. So, but yeah, good call, Boo Call. Now you get to choose the next category and price, and you took the lead. Broke the two-way tie. Onion coming through. Boo Call Muay Thai with a $300 question. Now you get to choose next between the categories. He says WMMA for $400. Who is the only former UFC women's bantamweight champion Amanda Nunes has not beat? Who is the only former women's UFC bantamweight champion that Amanda Nunes has not beat? Stamina MC says, I've been snaked the last two questions. Snaked? The last question, who did you have? Jones, No Filter MMA, and Blue Collar Ninja beat you on the last one, Stamina. On yours, it might not look like that because there's a little bit of a delay, but No Filter MMA came on my screen first. And then the last one, Cookie Monster. Stamina MC says Holly Holm. That is correct. Stamina MC coming back for the lead. Pineapple with the $400 question. Holly Holm. Weren't stiffed on that one. Stamina MC said, man, I got stiffed on 2 questions. Let me sit up. He fucking straightened his back up, you know, rolled his shoulders. He's hunched over, you guys. Stamina MC is not fucking around at this point. I'm telling you. I sense a heater coming. You get the next question, Stamina MC with the big Holly Holm answered. Choose the next category and the next price. UFC, Bellator, WMMA, MMA history, UFC 237, or UFC Stockholm. Stamina MC's choice. He is our new leader. $500 to Pineapple. We've got Bukal Muay Thai in second place, only $200 back. Now it's Stamina MC's turn. He says WMMA for $200. Which WMMA fighter was a 2-time Olympic gold medalist in judo? I know Stamina can get this one. I wonder if everyone else is going to beat him to it. If anyone else will. Maybe No Filter MMA. Which WMMA fighter was a 2-time Olympic gold medalist in judo? No Filter MMA says Ronda. Which WMMA fighter was... There you go, Stamina! Kayla Harrison. Everybody's saying Ronda. There was a crucial difference. And this is why everybody's got Kayla Harrison so fucked up. They don't know the difference between a bronze and a 2-time gold. Stamina MC. Correct. Kayla Harrison. Pineapple with the points. Set up. Walked into that one. No Filter MMA don't like it. Kayla Harrison, Stamina. When he was typing in the answer, I bet you he was shaking his head. Oh, wow. Stamina MC, you got it correct. Kayla Harrison. What is going on? Fights with friends, fellow YouTuber, and MMA channel. Stoneheart says, damn, bro, I've got to go. I thought this would be a little quicker, but got to pick the old lady up in a bit. No problem, Stoneheart. That is all good. We've still got 4 players left in the game. And you were kind of yet to be on the board, so it kind of works. You know what I'm saying? You hadn't scored yet, so it's just like we still got a 4-player game. But we'll catch you next time, brother. But actually, somebody could take his spot. Who wants to take his spot? We've got a spot opened up now. My head is still shaking. UFC for 200. Oh, I wish it would have went in order. I had that one actually, like, the 100 led into the 200. Oh, just to make you shake your head. Dope game, full-time, appreciate it, Buka. Alright, he said UFC for 200. Do we have anybody else that wants to take Stoneheart's spot as the watermelon? We do have one spot open now in the game since he did not score yet. I'll give somebody a second to tell me if they want to take the watermelon spot before we go to UFC for 200. It's still anybody's game. Stamina MC is in the lead with $700. That's 2 questions. This is anybody's game. Just starting. Fights with friends. Cam Murphy in the chat. Any of you want to take the watermelon spot? If so, let me know. If not, forever hold your peace. We are about to be going to UFC for 200. All right, here we go. Which UFC fighter goes by the nickname The Prodigy? Which UFC fighter goes by the nickname The Prodigy? This is almost a UFC history question. Which UFC fighter goes by the nickname The Prodigy? BJ says Bukal Muay Thai. You are correct. Stamina MC said BJ Penn. He was a close second. Blue Collar, BJ. J Skillz, BJ. David C, BJ. We're getting there, but First was Bu Call Muay Thai. Onion Head gets it correct. Wins $200, moves up to $500. Now he is in second place. We've got one spot open. I see Mr. Perfect 2005. I see David C. We got one spot open, you guys. Watermelon had to check out before they scored a point. So we have one spot open on the board if you want to play. With that being said, Bu Call Muay Thai, you get to choose the next topic and the dollar amount. David C says, dang, my data must be lagging. Yeah, your chat might be lagging just a little bit, at least just compared to mine. On yours, you'll see yours faster, of course, but it'll take it a little while to send it through the internet to everybody else's chat. UFC 400 says, boycott Muay Thai. Let me see, bro, I'm playing this at work, lol. All right, Mr. Perfect 2005, you're officially Watermelon. All right, let's see, Watermelon was Stoneheart. Now it is Mr. Perfect 2005. And he's probably going to have to leave because he's at work, but that's all good. All right, UFC 400. $400 question. This is big money. This is over half of the lead right here. Who's the current UFC interim middleweight champion? Who is the UFC's current interim middleweight champion? This is for half the lead. Who is the UFC's current interim middleweight champion? Izzy, says Mr. Perfect 2005, jumping in and scoring. David C was next. Stamina MC was third. Mr. Perfect 2005 on the board. Already at half the lead. Now 400 points. Still in third place, but you are close. You need to choose the next topic, Mr. Perfect 2005. Type it. We got UFC, Bellator, WMMA, MMA history, UFC 237, UFC Stockholm. You get to choose the category and the price. No Filter says, on my screen, I was first. Yeah, on your screen, you're always going to be first. That's for everybody. But whoever comes through my screen, that's who actually typed it in first. You know, because I'm seeing all of you from where you're at. Now, if you have a laggy connection, then I might even see your shit a little later. But if you all have equal connections, whoever I see first will be who have typed it in. So with that being said, Mr. Perfect said WMMA. You want 100? He said for 100. All right, guys. You guys ready for this? Which former UFC champion was an Olympic bronze medalist in judo? Which former UFC champion was an Olympic bronze medalist in judo? Not two-time gold. Big difference. Rhonda says, no filter MMA. There you go. Now you all can get your Ronda Rousey off. Big difference. You guys see? Bronze medal, two-time gold. It'll throw you off. You got to know, you got to be up on your Kayla Harrison game. No. But all right. Ronda Rousey, that one goes to No Filter MMA. Lemon. You got that correct for $100. You get to choose the next topic. I have a 350 megabyte line. I want my fucking money back. Stamina MC. I thought DC when you said Olympic. Yeah, judo. DC was a wrestler, says No Filter MMA. You get to choose the next topic. You got that one correct. We got UFC. We've got Bellator. We've got one left in WMMA. WMMA for 5. Our first $500 question. This could be a lead switch right here, guys. Here we go. Who is Bellator's current women's featherweight champion? Who is Bellator's current women's featherweight champion? for $500 and possibly the lead. Who is Bellator's current women's featherweight champion? David C. says Kayla. Stamina MC with the bud. No filter coming in close to second with the bud. Stamina MC with the points. Julia Bud is correct. Pineapple coming through. 1,200 points now. The Hawaiian girl says J Skillz. Elima Lay McFarlane is the flyweight champion. Kayla Harrison fights for PFL. David C. Stamina MC was the first to get the correct answer. Julia Budd. No Filter MMA was a close second. A close second. No more WMMA for all you WMMA experts. We've got 5 more categories left. UFC, Bellator, MMA history, UFC 237, UFC Stockholm. Stamina MC with that $500 question. That put him ahead with the lead. Pretty nice distance there. But we've still got Onion, Bukal Muay Thai coming in at 500. We've got Mr. Perfect 2005 with 400. He said, I'm going to take UFC 237 for 100. Stamina MC choosing the topic. Who fought Rose Namajunas in the main event of UFC 237? Who fought Rose Namajunas in the main event of UFC 237? For $100. I know someone's going to get this. This is just a matter of who types it first. Andrade says Stamina MC correct. Stamina MC was first with Andrade. Mr. Perfect 2005 came in with Joanna. Bellator, or No Filter MMA said Andrade second. Close again, a close second. Stamina MC though with the $100. Don't fret, it was just $100, guys. So he does add to his lead, but he is still in reach. There's still a lot of money on the board. Stamina MC gets to choose next. A little NUNES says Cam Murphy. That would be Mini Cyborg. But yes. No Filter MMA says, I'm getting robbed. No, man. You're just getting outworked. Outpaced. You gotta pick up the pace, sit up, hunch your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Break out the keyboard. If you're on your phone, you gotta get on the computer. You gotta do what you can do to edge it out and become the UFC trivia champion, trivia weight champion. And the winner tonight actually becomes the interim UFC trivia weight champion, because Valentine T is not in attendance. So next week, we're going to have a unification bout, because Valentine T is the champion. We're going to have an interim champion tonight. Oh, this might get fun. UFC 237 for 200, says Stamina MC. UFC 237 took place in what country? UFC 237 took place in what country? I think this was one of the only questions that I've reused. All right, Mr. Perfect 2005, I will see you later, brother. Thanks for stopping in and playing for a little bit while you could. Bukal says the pineapple's cheating, bro. He's on steroids. Stamina EPO in the building. He's got that extra. He's got the quick fingers, and he's got that extra endurance. We need USADA and water testing for our internet connection, says David C. The first to answer the question correctly was No Filter MMA, Brazil. Bukal Muay Thai was second. J Skillz was third. Blue Collar was fourth. No Filter MMA coming in. We've got the Lemon scoring, moving up to 400. He just tied Mr. Perfect 2005. Time for the next question. No Filter MMA will get to choose. What is going on? Tay Brown in the building. Tay Brown. Blaze One Sports says, S get it. All right. That goes to you, No Filter MMA. So you get to choose the category and you get to choose the price. Give me my belt, he says. We'll see, man. Stamina MC right now, he's in the lead by about $900, but that's just two big questions. J Skill says, damn, I got to get on the PC. I was actually second full time. Yeah, man, PC, I think that'll make it even quicker. You know, if you're wired instead of on Wi-Fi, that might make it just that 1 second quicker. You can now rename me Pico Stamps. Yo, Pico Stamps. That's we got the Pico Stamps in the building. All right. No Filter MMA says UFC 237 for 400. We're skipping the threes. Okay. How did Rose Namajunas lose at UFC 237? How did Rose Namajunas lose at UFC 237? How did Rose Namajunas lose at UFC 237? Tay Brown says, give me my hat. I got you. You get that? Slam, says No Filter MMA. Coming in first. That is correct. I would have took slam TKO, pile driver, body slam. First with the answer was No Filter MMA for $400. He said, I'm coming for that belt. And then he wants to meet Valentin T, unify his belt, and be the undisputed UFC trivia weight champion. So let's award him his points. We got No Filter MMA, the Lemonhead, getting 400 points. Now he's only 500 back from Stamina MC. That is just one question. One question separates first and second place. Winner tonight will become the UFC's interim trivia weight champion. Now it's time for No Filter MMA to choose the next category and the next question. Wrath of a Raider says chokeslam. Tay Brown says a deadly slam. Yes, ma'am. No Filter MMA choosing his category and choosing it wisely. He's coming for the title. He's trying to throw Stamina MC off. Bukal Muay Thai says, y'all lucky I'm only playing at 30%. And I'm still dominating. All right. UFC 237 for 500. No Filter is coming for the lead. If No Filter hits this question, he will tie Stamina MC for the lead. This is a big money question, so whoever gets this right can catch up, where Stamina MC can put that much more distance between him and the pack. UFC 237 for 500. Who did Alexander Volkanovski fight at UFC 237? Who did Alexander the Great Volkanovski fight at UFC 237 for $500? Who did Alexander Volkanovski fight at UFC 237? No Filter MMA coming in first with Aldo. Yo, we have a tie. No Filter MMA said, what? This is for a belt? Let me fucking try hard. He's sweating over there. He's on a heater right now. He's on a streak. Bukal Muay Thai with the close second. Quincy Pinola coming in next. Tyler Roby had the correct answer. But No Filter MMA was first, and he gets the $500 question and ties Stamina MC's lead in the clutch. Whoo! No Filter MMA said, get on my level. Stamina MC said, I just jacked in on the hardwired connection. Let's see if it makes a difference. Oh, I'm telling you guys, that makes a difference. So if Stamina wasn't here, maybe that explains it. Now you got to try hard to keep this tied. No Filter MMA, 1300 to 1300, but don't count out Bukal Muay Thai quite yet. Bukal Muay Thai's got 500. That's just 2 simple questions away from the lead. Christy says, what's up, people? I should have been up here. I would have won everything. We will see, man. We're battling for the UFC's Trivia interim title tonight. Valentine T was not here to defend his title. He won last week, so we got to crown an interim champion tonight. No Filter MMA says UFC 237 for 300. Who beat Anderson Silva in the co-main event of UFC 237? Who beat Anderson Silva in the co-main event of UFC 237? Who is the orange yet to score? That is Jay Skillz. I don't even know if he's still playing. He might just be in here. He might be. I think he is. He answered a couple of them. Oh, he did. He answered Aldo. He answered Aldo for sure. MMA trivia is lit. I hope so, Blaze One Sports. We had fun, and it was just a test last week. So, Cannoneer, No Filter MMA was first. We have a lead change. No Filter MMA says Cannoneer. Bukal Muay Thai was second. Stamina MC coming in third. David C, Chris C, all coming in shortly after. But No Filter MMA said Cannoneer. With that being said, we will award him his points. We have a new leader, guys. $1,600 for No Filter MMA. Stamina MC just $300 back. This is neck and neck. The choice is on you, No Filter MMA. No Filter MMA is on a run right now. Connection is shit, kind of like myself with this. Yeah, man, a bad connection would definitely put a damper on your ability to answer these questions first. Damn it. Had to correct a typo, says Stamina MC. Ooh, close. I think, man, no, I'm not going to say that because BJ's putting in work. But I was going to say Stamina MC, man, I don't know how much he's in it for the show. He might just be trying to make things interesting. But we will see. We got a new leader. No Filter MMA says UFC Stockholm for 200. Who was the last fighter to beat Alexander Gustafsson? Who was the last fighter to beat Alexander Gustafsson? Jay Skill says, I feel that bad connection. Yes, sir. This is UFC Stockholm for 200. Who was the last fighter to beat Alexander Gustafsson? Jones says No Filter MMA. Jay Skill says John. Stamina MC. Jay Skills was second on that one, but No Filter MMA again. Yo. He said, and you can't say typo on that one. You didn't spell Jones wrong. You see Stamina? You're capitalizing and typing periods. It might be your punctuation. Split second. No, No Filter MMA, I'm telling you guys right now. He's sweating, sitting up, shoulders, hunched over, just ready for the next question. He's in go mode right now. He is not fucking around with this interim title. He now has a $500 lead. He is on a run. I think he might be the only person to score in like the last 4 to 5 questions. He might be on a 5-question heater. Whoo! No Filter MMA coming back like, oh, who is that? Anthony Smith. That's a good tie-in to this weekend's fight card. Coming back like Anthony Smith in this bid. No Filter MMA gets to choose the next question, choose the next topic. UFC, Bellator, WMMA is done. MMA history. You might be right, full time. I can't not type properly. My brain literally doesn't work that way. I know. I'm thinking, if you're wired in now, that might be the only thing slowing you down. That split second. Punctuation might act. They always say good punctuation. This is the only situation in the world where punctuation hurts you. What if we were playing for $1 million? Like, punctuation would be literally costing you $1 million right now. Good thing it's just the UFC interim trivia weight title. But that would be a funny scenario where punctuation costed you money. UFC Stockholm for 100. Which UFC fighter is nicknamed the Mauler? Which UFC fighter is nicknamed the Mauler? UFC Stockholm for 100. Which UFC fighter is nicknamed the Mauler? Alex, says Chris C. SFC says Alex. Bukal Muay Thai says Gus. J Skill says Alexander. We're gonna have to ultimately come up with some rules, I think. Because Bukal Muay Thai, you won this, and I'm gonna give it to you because we're playing really loose and there's no set rules, so it's not that serious. Chris C and SFC Fight Pass, you guys were first, but since you guys don't have the fruit, I'll award the points to Bukal Muay Thai. But this is the thing: you only typed in Gus, G-U-S. Now Gustafson's kind of fucking hard to spell, so it kind of works anyway because I know who you're talking about. But he typed in Gus, so we're gonna give that to Bukal Muay Thai. Next was Jay Skillz, and then Blue Collar Ninja, then Tyler Roby. That is Alexander Gustafsson, the Mauler. So we're gonna give this one to Bukal Muay Thai. The Onion putting some points on the board. He said I'm playing at 50% now. Imagine when it gets to 100. Bukal Muay Thai says Bellator 500. Ooh, he's just fucking throwing it out there. Who did Ryan Bader defeat in the final of Bellator's Heavyweight Grand Prix to become Bellator's Heavyweight Champion? Who did Ryan Bader defeat in the final of Bellator's Heavyweight Grand Prix to become Heavyweight Champion? No Filter MMA, said Fedor. Yeet! Lemon Head coming through. A close second, Bukal Muay Thai. SFC Fight Pass coming in next. Blue Collar Ninja next. Tyler Roby third. Next. That's like fifth. Either way. Yeet! No Filter MMA just took $1,000 lead now with that $500 question. He is now at 2,300. I'm screwed with these Bellator questions. Never watched one to this day. Ooh. The Bellator weakness. He said his UFC Jeopardy game is not well-rounded enough to become the UFC Trivia Weight Champion. Oh, wow. Appreciate it, SFC Fight Pass. You get to choose next. No Filter MMA coming through with the big belly. No, he said stamina. You shouldn't have told me your weakness. Bellator 400. Who is Bellator's current men's bantamweight champion? Who is Bellator's current men's bantamweight champion? For $400. This one might be a stumper. I would kind of be surprised. If No Filter gets this, he's going to win the damn show. If No Filter gets this, Valentine T better watch out. And Jay Skill says Pitbull. Stamina MC said, I'm like Megan Anderson on the ground with Bellator questions. Bukal says Pitbull. Who is Bellator's 5 seconds left? Who is Bellator's current bantamweight champion? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys motherfucking got stumped on that one. That would be not Eduardo Dantas. Darion Caldwell. Pitbull is the featherweight and... Wait, that might be a question. I can't spoil any future questions. Bellator's current bantamweight 135-pound champion is Darrion Caldwell. We're going to give that to Jay Skillz. Put him on the board. Appreciate that, OJ McBaggins. He said, hey, peeps, this is a cool channel. Glad you enjoy it, man. We're going to do this every Tuesday, so hit subscribe if you enjoy the game. And, yeah, man, hit thumbs up if you're enjoying the show. That was the stumper. So, we are going to go back to No Filter MMA with the question selection since no one was able to get that one right. Bellator's current bantamweight champion is Darrion Caldwell. Oh, Full Time got some questions. I got some questions. I'm not going too deep. Like these are answerable questions. I'm glad to see we're still able to stump a couple people. Charity points to Stamina MC. Gotta put them somewhere. We are going back to No Filter MMA. He will be selecting the category in question. UFC, $300. If no one gets the question, you pick the next one. Full Time. I mean, I could do that. I think on the show they go back to the last person. I could do that, though. We'll probably switch to that. Like, if everyone gets stumped, and yeah, since I'm kind of, I made the question, so I stumped you, I'll do that. Yeah, because that way I'll force you guys to go to some MMA history. So yeah, in the future, that's how we'll do it. If no one gets the question, then I'll pick. So No Filter MMA, $300. Who is the UFC's current interim lightweight champion? UFC for $300. Who is the UFC's current interim lightweight champion? Who is the UFC's current interim lightweight champion? Ooh, man, I see. We're gonna have to figure out how we handle this situation. No Filter typed in Diamond, but it was a typo. Also, he put with an N instead of a D, so he put Diamond. I know he meant the Diamond Dustin Poirier, but Stamina MC wrote Poirier clearly. And then No Filter MMA wrote right after that Diamond with no typo. So I think I got to give that one to Stamina MC. You even realized you had the typo. That's why you threw it right back in there. So Stamina takes the time to erase his typos and put proper punctuation. I think we got to give it to him on that one. You were so quick with it. Boom. You gave Stamina MC just that much breathing room. And now Stamina MC gets it with the answer Poirier. Now he is only down 700 points, which is still very possible. Stamina can come back and win this one. That was close. Blaze One Sports says full name answers only. Yeah, I don't really like, just putting their nickname. You know what I'm saying? Diamond. Whenever somebody wrote Gus earlier, that's at least Gustafson shortened. Gustafson is hard as fuck to spell. I don't expect you guys to know how to spell Gustafson, with the two S's. But just calling a fighter by their nickname, and that would work, but some fighters have the same nickname. There's two Cyborgs. If I said, who is Cyborg, you could say, Chris Cyborg, but there's also the Cyborg in Bellator that got his shit caved in by MVP. So nicknames are a little sketchy. But like I said, we're just playing kind of casually. So with that being said, we're going to give those to Stamina MC there, even though, you did have the typo already. So, I mean, there was multiple reasons there so that one could have went to Stamina. So, Full Time acting like Mazzagatti. Yo, this shit has so many parallels. Like, we got the referee. You got to be well-rounded to win the title. I mean, this is UFC Jeopardy right here. Stamina MC gets to go next. with choosing the category and the price. There are three $1,500 questions left. Two $400 questions. I said $315. What if Stamina MC, he said history for 200. What if I clicked it? It was like pew, pew, daily double. What if we had daily doubles where you could like wager half your money like the actual show? Stamina MC said history for 200. Who holds the record for the most title defenses in UFC history? This probably should have been more than 200. Pretty good question. I could see some people getting stumped up on this one, even though I think there's only two correct answers you could come to. Who holds the record for the most title defenses in UFC history? No Filter MMA. Correct. Jay Skillz said DJ. No Filter MMA came in second with the George St. Pierre. The correct answer is George St. Pierre. No Filter MMA getting that one correct. George St. Pierre. He's got 13. Demetrius Johnson has 12 title defenses. That was GSP. I see a lot of Mighty Mouses. I figured that might stump, confuse some people. I knew a lot of people probably throw out Demetrius Johnson. But yeah, you got that right, No Filter. Yo, you're earning this interim title. If you win, Stamina definitely still has a chance to come back and take this from you. Or maybe Bukal Muay Thai could get, all the heavy questions, and he could even be a threat still. But with that being said, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. No Filter MMA is definitely coming through and getting a lot of these questions in crunch time, man. How many title defenses does John Jones have? Somewhere from 8 to 10, I think, maybe 11. I mean, all these guys he's beaten, he's working on breaking it, fighting all these middleweights and these people coming up. Like, you're going to break the record, I believe, if you keep fighting all these damn middleweights. But he's not there yet. No Filter MMA says UFC Stockholm for 400. Who fights in the co-main event at UFC Stockholm? That is this weekend's upcoming fight card. This might stump you guys unless you're looking at which UFC fight cards are next. Or unless you're a card-carrying apologist like me, as Stamina MC calls me. Who fights in the co-main event at UFC Stockholm? I thought DJ broke the record with the flying armbar. That was not for most title defenses. That might have been most title wins or title fights, but not title defenses. Ozdemir versus Latifi. Okay, No Filter MMA. He's not fucking around. He's not fucking around, guys. He's coming for the title. Valentine T, if you watch this on the replay, you better be here next week to defend your title because No Filter MMA is coming. It's not over yet, but he is on fire. Ozdemir versus Latifi is correct. And if he's just Googling it before you guys, maybe that's what it is, but he's coming to game. $400 for No Filter MMA. This might be the largest lead of the night at $1,300. Stamina can still get all three 500s and pass him, though. Bukal says, bro, I called Elir. He's not fighting himself. I guess that question could have been a little more clear, but I meant who's fighting as in, each other. Bukal did say Elir, but even though you said Elir, No Filter came in before you with Ozdemir versus Latifi. So, I mean, you were right with half of the answer, but you still came in second. No Filter MMA got that one. He got both fighters, and he was first. No Filter MMA starting to run away. He said UFC Stockholm for 500. He's trying to put in the dagger. Bukal said we need instant replay. I actually can. I think all I got to do is put the chat on the screen so you guys can see how it comes up on my screen. And you'll see on the screen, okay, No Filter was first on the screen. So you guys, know I'm not just making it up, even though I got no reason to. But UFC Stockholm for 500. How many, this is a reused question from last week, so if you were here last week, you might know this one. How many top 15 ranked light heavyweights are fighting on the main card at UFC Stockholm? How many top 15 light heavyweights are fighting on the main card of UFC Stockholm? Bukal Muay Thai says 4. Stamina MC was here last week. He said 5. He was correct. Stamina coming in hot. Oh, shit. $500 question to second place. This is officially a two-man race, you guys. Bukal Muay Thai's got $600, but I think you would probably need every question on the board to catch up at this point. Stamina MC is only down $800. He came in first with 5. That is correct. Gustafsson. You got Alexander Gustafsson, Anthony Smith, Volkan Ozdemir, Ilir Latifi, and Jimmy Manawa. $5. $5. 5 top 15 ranked heavyweights. Light heavyweights. So Stamina MC, you get to choose next. You got that one correct. $500, much needed. It is a race between No Filter MMA and Stamina MC. You get to choose the next topic. We got UFC for $500. We got Bellator still on board. MMA history and UFC Stockholm. What about the dude Jimmy's fighting? He's fighting against Alexander Rakic, who is not yet ranked. So that is why there's 5. Stamina MC getting to choose the next category. See what he chooses. He said last Stockholm. Who was the last fighter to beat Anthony Smith? Who was the last fighter to beat Anthony Smith? I know someone in the chat's got that one. Who was the last fighter to beat Anthony Smith? Stamina MC Jones coming in first. Bukal Muay Thai said Jones. Jimmy Jackass Jones. You are correct. John Jones, but Stamina MC was first. I don't know if you guys are trolling right now, but this is fucking neck and neck. I don't know if Stamina let off the gas and you know, No Filter MMA just started hitting everything right. And now No Filter's letting off the gas. I don't know what's going on here, but this is wild. It was Stamina MC in the lead. And then No Filter came back, went on a run. He went on a run, got a $1,300 lead, and now here comes fucking Stamina pulling it back within 500. Holy smokes. We got a battle on our hands, neck and neck between Stamina MC and No Filter MMA. This is Fight of the Year contender already. This is Card of the Year right here. I mean, last week was just our inaugural, our very first show, but you guys are throwing down right now. No Filter MMA says, okay, I'm lighting the cigarette. Yo, you woosah, you need to roll, you know, do whatever you gotta do. Stretch, whatever you need to do, man. Because this is toe to toe. $500 is all that separates first and second place. That's one question. Stamina MC says history for $300. Who was the longest reigning UFC men's bantamweight champion in UFC history? Who was the longest reigning UFC men's bantamweight champion in UFC history? That's 135 pounds for the casuals. Who was the longest reigning UFC men's bantamweight champion in history? No Filter MMA said Cruz. He was in there first. He got it right. No Filter MMA. Dominic Cruz. Correct. $300. He's starting to pull away again. It's now a $800 game. That shit is close, you guys. No Filter MMA gets to choose He has got a $800 lead. The correct answer, Dominic Cruz. He was the longest reigning men's bantamweight champion. Stamina MC said, wow, completely choked on that one. Pause. I'll pause it for you, brother. All right. No Filter MMA, you get to choose next. That was the correct answer. Dominic Cruz. He said UFC for 500. He ain't fucking around. Let's go. Which current UFC fighter won a NCAA Division I title playing football for the Alabama Crimson Tide for 500? Which UFC fighter won an NCAA Division I title playing football for the Alabama Crimson Tide for $500? Which current UFC fighter won an NCAA Division I title playing football for the Alabama Crimson Tide? 5, 4, 3, 2, light heavyweight, 1. Eric Anders. The red dude with the curly hair says Jay Skillz. You were fucking on it. That's going to Jay Skillz. The red dude with the curly hair, my guy Eric Anders, used to play football for Alabama before becoming a professional fighter. Won a national title. That would be Eric Anders. Yeet. That was much needed money for second place. All right, I'm going to pick the next one, guys. Since I stumped you, even though the red dude with the curly hair was really close, that's why you got the money. There's only $1,500 left on the board. First place is No Filter MMA with $3,200. Second place is Stamina MC with $2,400. There is a $800 gap. $800 gap between first and second place. $1,500 left on the board. I mean, this is still a winnable game for second place. But a $500 question here could be the dagger. I'll choose Bellator for 100. Who is Bellator's current light heavyweight champion? Who is Bellator's current light heavyweight champion? Bellator. Oh, Stamina MC's weakness. No Filter MMA said Bader. You are correct. Ryan Bader. $100 for No Filter MMA. Bukal Muay Thai was second. You get to choose the final category in question. There's 4 questions left. No Filter MMA. Ryan Bader is Bellator's current light heavyweight champion. You were correct. For $100. It looks like the Bellator game of Stamina MC might cost him in this interim title fight. No Filter MMA, both of these guys put up a fight. No Filter MMA's Bellator game, just a little too strong. Bellator for 200, Alex. Who is Bellator's current featherweight and lightweight champion? Uh-oh. Let's see. Who is Bellator's current featherweight and lightweight champion? I think Stamina's going to have to get one of these Bellator questions to stay in it. He said, I'm dead in the water here. Who is Bellator's current featherweight and lightweight champion? Stamina got it! Oh, shit! Oh, wait, no, Jay Skillz got it. Oh, Jay Skillz beat you and he's barely in the game, but he beat you. Jay Skillz was first. I gotta give it to him. That's his first question. He legitimately beat everybody too. Jay Skillz beat you guys with the connection there. Pitbull. Oh, if Jay Skillz was eliminated and not in the game, Stamina MC was second. No Filter just put oop. He didn't know. Stamina was so close, but Jay Skillz coming to be the party ruiner, but it's still anybody's game. You're down $900, Stamina MC. You literally need 2 of these questions, but pretty much, if No Filter MMA gets any question right, he wins. If Stamina would have got that, that would have made it a little closer. But where we're at right now, if No Filter MMA answers any question correct, he wins. That $200 would have made it a little closer for Stam. Jay Skillz, history, 400. Oh shit, he's throwing you a fastball, Stam. He's giving you a favor here. He's not throwing you, to the sharks. Put you in Bellator. You better be ready. History for 400. Which UFC Hall of Famer defeated professional boxer James Toney in less than a minute? Which UFC Hall of Famer defeated professional boxer James Toney in less than a minute? Cam Murphy says, come on, Stam, you can do it. She's got her fingers crossed for Stam. Which UFC Hall of Famer defeated professional boxer James Toney in less than a minute? I'm waiting for someone in the game to type the correct answer. Which UFC Hall of Famer defeated professional boxer James Toney in less than a minute? No one from the game has wrote in the answer, but it is in the chat. I can't just let this one go. This is essentially the game here. This is overtime right now. Bukal Muay Thai coming in, sealing the deal. Randy Couture. Oh, wait, you said natural, Bukal. I'm tripping. I seen Chris C said it first. And then I seen also Jimmy Jackass said Randy Couture, but neither one of them were in the game. But Bukal Muay Thai said natural. See, that's why you got to put the fighter's name. I almost missed your answer. You did say natural. The natural Randy Couture. Stamina, she said, holy shit, I'm caring about this way more than I could. Fucking hell. I think that's the game, though, man. Oh, shit. You know what? We got to play this out. There's $800 left on the board. If Stamina gets them both, he's only down by 100. And then that $200 would have been fucking crucial. But at this point, we'll see. So, no one got that one right. Bukal Muay Thai sort of did. We'll just do this. We're going MMA history for 500. Which UFC Hall of Famer is the only fighter to ever win 4 UFC fights in one night? Which UFC fighter was the only fighter to ever win 4 UFC fights in one night? Chrissy says, full time, let me get in next time. Sincerely, Trollbuster. Oh, yeah, man. I set the reminder thing. I set the stream up like 5 hours in advance, so, those that wanted to play could be here on time. Gracie says, Stamina MC first. Holy flying, flipping, flap fucking jacks. $400 separates these guys. There's only a $300 question. Did Jay Skillz literally come in and steal the game from Stamina when he got the $200 question right 1 second ahead? We're going to the last question now. Who does Rory McDonald fight next in Bellator's welterweight Grand Prix? Who does Rory McDonald fight next in Bellator's welterweight Grand Prix. Royal Pain says more specific with Gracie. I mean, I'll take Gracie, but there are a lot. That's funny because that's just really funny that question went here. No Filter MMA says, oh shit, Stamina got it, dude! Another Gracie! No Filter MMA said Lima. No, he fights Neiman Gracie. That is a 1-point game. Oh, wait, it's final tactile time. What in the fuck? I didn't even know we had a final round. This is where you get to wager your money. Final Jeopardy. We've never been here. Oh, shit. You still got a chance. I didn't put a question for this. I'm going to have to make this question up off the top of my head, and you have to decide how much money you want to risk. That means this is still anybody's game. I don't know the question to ask. Oh, shit. I need a question. Stamina MC, you get to decide how much money you want to wager on this last question. Out of your 3,200, it's up to you. You can wager it all. You can wager 200. Also, No Filter MMA, hold on before I wrap the belt around your waist. Pause. You have to win final tactile time. How much money do you want to wager? Jay Skillz says he wants to wager all of his, 1,100. How much of your 3,200 would you like to wager, Stamina? How much would you like to wager No Filter MMA? I'm coming up with the question while you tell me how much money you want to wager. This is real deal. Final Jeopardy. I'm going to come up with an equation. A question. It's going to be a topic at UFC. It's got to be a good one. Ooh, I know you both are WMMA heads. I could really... He said, no, it's not over. It's final factile time. If you wager it all and you get it right, then yeah, you win. If he only wagers 500. If BJ only wagers 500 and only wins 500 and you wager more, he would only win 500. He would go up to 38. So if you wager it all, you go up to 6,000. You win. But if he wagers it all and gets it right, he could win. But check this fucking shit out. If you both wager it all and you lose, that could open up for Bukal or Jay Skillz to fuck you guys up. They could still win. Bukal's putting in 1,000. Are you guys going all in? No Filter MMA says 800. Oh, shit. Stamina said all of it. So if Stamina gets this right, he wins. Because if No Filter gets it right, he only goes up to 4,100. Anybody can win this. I don't have a fucking question. Oh, snap, son. All right, let me go look at the UFC's rankings. I'm coming up with a question for you guys. Let's see. Oh, that'd be too easy. A full-time MMA history question, says Chris C. Man, off the top of my head, that'd be kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like a fucking MMA Quincy Penoses questions were too easy. Some of them didn't get answered. And I don't want to make them too hard to where you don't have a chance. I'm going to come up with a good one. Oh, I got a good one. Damn, this one could be. This one's kind of hard. Okay. I got one. I got to look it up to make sure I'm right. Here's the question, guys. How long of a winning streak is Tony Ferguson on? And you got 25 seconds. I'm counting now. 25. Actually, you could fucking, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No more answers. It's a wrap. Your most recent answer is what I'm going off of, and we're going to count the win streak together. There's so many fucking numbers. Jay Skillz says 12. Stamina says 12. Quincy Pinola said 13. No Filter said 14. Bukal said 12. All right, guys, I'm going with your first answer that you wrote in the chat. Let's count it up. This could be fucking anybody's game. 1, Pettis. 2, Lee. 3, Dos Anjos. 4, Venata. 5, Barboza. 6, Josh Thompson. 7, T-Bow. 8, Trujillo. 9, Castillo. 10, Kikuno. 11, Rio. 11 fight winning streak. Oh snaps. Let's recount that, because if you get it wrong here, you lose however much you wagered. If you get it right here, you win however much you wagered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It is 11, guys. Chris C was correct. Jay Skillz, 12 fights, loses it all. Stamina MC, 12 fights, 1 away from winning the title. Quincy Pinola, 13. No Filter MMA, 14, but he didn't risk it all. The only person that typed in 11 that actually has that's in the game is nobody. Nobody typed that in. Stamina was 1 fucking off. Wow. So it comes down to Lemon only loses 33, only loses 800, so he goes down to 2,500. Which means he still is the winner. He is the new UFC trivia weight interim champion. Now he's about to go around like Colby Covington, letting everybody know about his gold belt. Next week, we've got a unify, man. Hopefully, Stamina will be there too, man. That's going to be a heater of a game. You get Valentine T in there, No Filter MMA, Stamina MC. So we all lose, but BJ is still the winner. Yes. That was the game, man. Good job. Congratulations to No Filter MMA. Let's get your name on the screen. We've got to give you your belt here. So let's do it. All right. Let's add some text here. I want to put your name here, the UFC's interim trivia weight champion. But yeah, next week, Valentine T, the champ, No Filter MMA came through, went on a hell of a run. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I'll fix it. It's all good either way. I see. Let me just do this right. Someone asking for a part 2 in the chat. Man, I would, but we might do it later this week or something, but not today. It's hot as fuck upstairs. I got to let my dogs inside. And that took about an hour, so you know what I'm saying? I think that was a good game to everybody. I'll get your name on the screen. No worries. No Filter MMA. You took everything I worked for, motherfucker, says Chris C. We all know who's the real trivia champ is. I'm going to challenge them both champs next week, says Blue Call Muay Thai. Yo, Stamina MC was so close. He was so close there. That Bellator really messed him over. Then he was only 100 off. He was only 100 away at the end of the game before the final question. And then he was only one fight away on the win streak for Tony Ferguson to double up everything. So many opportunities right there. Just, you know, it's a game of inches. Stamina MC had so many opportunities there just to capitalize. Boom, I'm the champ. But it's a game of inches, and BJ Penn came out on top. I'm ready to win, says Chris C. Hey, man, Trivia Tuesdays. We're going to do it every Tuesday, and I mean, shoot, we might do it every Tuesday and Thursday if I can come up with enough damn questions. That's the problem. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hope you guys all had fun. With that being said, man, that's it. That's the end of the show. All I've got to do now is get No Filter MMA's name on this interim trivia title, and we'll be out your hair for the evening. So thank you all for coming through. It is what it is, man. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. Interim, there we go. Let's select the color. There we go. Select font. All right, No Filter MMA. There he is. Current interim trivia weight champion. And so now we have to have a unification bout. Valentine T, No Filter MMA. But there's also going to be 2 to 3 other spots for you guys to try and challenge for the title on the same night. It's not just 1 versus 1. Stamina MC is still a title fight next week if you return. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you guys enjoy it. We'll have some new questions next week. We got new fights coming up after that. We'll probably, what we'll do is, you see how there's UFC 237 and UFC Stockholm? It's going to be UFC Stockholm results and then whatever UFC is next. So we're going to rotate those categories, and then I'll switch up the questions on the rest of these categories, and hopefully there'll be some fun ones, and hopefully we can, you know, stump some people. So with that being said, I'm out of here for the night. I'm about to go watch some fucking baseball.